Welcome to my circle. I walk the old path, alone yet never lonely. Under moonlight and shadow I weave spells, seek truth, and honor the unseen. This is a space for magic, quiet, personal, and real. If you've ever felt the call of the wild wind, the pull of the moon, or the whisper of something ancient within, you've found your way home. I am Pandora, a solitary Wiccan witch and earth mystic. Step softly, come, enter my world. In a forest where moonlight dripped through the branches like silver rain, there lived a witch named Pandora, not the Pandora of myths who opened chaos. Oh no, this Pandora opened mystery. She lived in a crooked cottage nestled between oak roots and wild thyme, a home that hummed with the whispers of old magic. And tonight she was preparing for a ritual. A full moon was rising and the air thrummed with power. But before the magic could begin, Pandora gathered her tools, sacred instruments of her craft, each holding its own story, its own spirit. First, Pandora cleansed her altar, wiping away dust and old candle wax. Her altar was more than a table. It was a doorway between worlds. She whispered, "As above, so below. As within, so without." Each tool upon it was a key, and each key unlocked a part of her soul. From a velvet cloth, Pandora lifted her Athame, a black-handled blade that never tasted blood. It gleamed in the firelight, sharp, not for harm, but for direction. "The Athame is the blade of will," she said softly. "It cuts through illusion, shapes energy, commands the unseen." When she pointed it toward the circle, winds obeyed and fire bent low. It was the tool of air and fire both, thought and action, bound together in her steady hand. Next came her wand, carved from willow and wrapped in copper wire. Where the Athame commanded, the wand invited. It channeled her intentions like a river carries moonlight. She would trace sigils in the air and sparks of blue would follow. "The wand," Pandora smiled, "is breath made visible. It is where the whisper becomes the world." On the altar's left stood her chalice, filled with moon water and rose petals. It shimmered like a liquid mirror. The chalice was sacred to the goddess, the divine feminine, the womb of creation. When Pandora lifted it to the moon, she felt the pulse of all living things. "From this cup," she said, "we drink connection to each other, to the earth, to all that flows." She touched the water to her lips and whispered blessings for love, healing, and peace. Next, she drew out a pentacle, a small disc of wood carved with a 5-pointed star. Each point glowed faintly as her fingers brushed it. Earth, air, fire, water, and spirit, all bound in harmony. The pentacle was the earth's shield, the witch's promise of balance. Pandora laid it in the center of the altar, grounding all the power she had gathered. "Without balance," she murmured, "even light may burn." She then lit a single candle, white as bone, steady as faith. Its flame danced like it knew her name. Every witch knows, fire listens. This is the spark within us all, said Pandora, the eternal flame of intent. She held her hands above it, feeling its warmth, feeding it her focus, her hope, her purpose. In its glow, shadows became allies, not fears. Finally, she approached her cauldron, black and round, resting in a circle of stones. To some, it was just iron. To Pandora, it was the heart of transformation. Within its depths, herbs smoked, dreams brewed, and wishes took form. It was where she burned away the old and birthed the new. From the cauldron, she said, we rise again, wiser, freer, and whole. She tossed in dried lavender and sage. A silver mist rose, curling like ancient spirits in the air. Now, all the tools were in place, the Athame of will, the wand of breath, the chalice of love, the pentacle of earth, and the candle of fire, and the cauldron of rebirth. The circle shimmered around her, glowing faintly with silver light. Pandora raised her arms to the moon and whispered words older than time. By tools of the craft, by power of night, I weave my will, I claim my right. As I will it, so mote it be. The forest answered with a sigh. The moon grew brighter, and for one heartbeat, the veil between the worlds thinned, just enough for magic to slip through. When the ritual ended, Pandora smiled. She did not need grand miracles. Magic, she knew, was not in the tools themselves, but in the witch who wields them with purpose. The tools were reflections, each one a mirror of the soul. Will, breath, love, balance, light, and change. And as the night folded into dawn, Pandora whispered to the rising sun, blessed be to those who seek, for the path of the witch begins not with power, but with wonder. If Pandora's magic stirred something within you, the spark of curiosity, the whisper of the old ways, then join her journey. Like, share, and subscribe. And that was tonight's mystical bedtime story, a tale woven from starlight, whispers, and dreams, reminding us that even in the quiet of night, magic lingers all around us. As you close your eyes tonight, let your mind wander through the world we just explored. Maybe you'll meet the same wandering spirits or find your own secret doorway to wonder. Whatever dreams await you, may they be peaceful, kind, and full of light. Thank you for sharing this quiet moment with me. Until we meet again, drift softly, dream deeply, and remember, the night is never truly dark when your heart holds a little bit of magic.